Good morning and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a what I eat in a day. A ton of you guys requested this. It's like 9 o'clock right now. So it's 9:18 right now, and as you guys saw, I just made myself some lemon water. I honestly hate like pulp and seeds when it falls in, so I always use a little strainer. That's just me personally. You don't have to be like a weirdo like me, but lemon water is a great way to start your day. It just really kickstarts your digestion and like coats your stomach and gives it something nice to have if you decide to have like coffee or tea first thing in the morning, which I usually do, but I started adding lemon water in and I find that it's a little bit less harsh on my stomach first thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and sip on this lemon water and probably get some work started. I do like intermittent fasting, usually in the mornings until about like 11, 12, which I have not been keeping up with lately, and I've definitely noticed a difference when I do keep up with it. I was on vacation in North Carolina and that all got like thrown off, and then my brother came to visit and it's just still been thrown off. So I'm trying to get myself back on track. First things first, we've got some lemon water, and then I will catch up with you guys after I finish this and see if I am gonna have some coffee or tea for the morning. Alright, now that the lemon water is finished, I still haven't actually made any caffeine for today, so I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea. It's 10:50 now. I'm gonna finally make myself some breakfast. For breakfast, I usually, like my go-to is a sunny side up egg with the everything but the bagel seasoning, some sort of toast. Usually I will do like a whole wheat toast, but lately I've been doing sourdough just to switch it up. And then my cup of tea. I just can't change my emotions. Come on, love me again. You're all I need. Can you love me again? Come on, love me the way you did. I just can't change my emotions. So for my breakfast, we have just a sunny side up. It's a little bit of kind of like an over easy egg now. Some sourdough toast, and then my tea is just the Trader Joe's English breakfast tea.
Baby, I know this might sound insane, but baby.
Breakfast is done. I've been waiting for my tea to cool down the whole time. Usually I will actually have my tea like right after I have lemon water, but today I don't know why, I didn't feel like I needed like a nice kick of caffeine yet, so I waited a little while. And then usually I'll have this, and then most of the times I will either go to the gym right after, or in a few hours I will usually end up eating some lunch or running to meet up with my mom. So I know it's a small breakfast, but it's usually just what works for me, and it holds me over until I'm ready to have lunch. Okay, so I want to sit here for a second and chat a little bit about intermittent fasting and kind of how I use it in my schedule, like how it works for me. There is different methods for intermittent fasting, so just kind of search and look into them and see which one would fit best with your lifestyle. I think I'd say mine is usually pretty close to like the 16-8 method. It's not like specifically to that, like I don't fast for exactly 16 hours and only like eat in an 8-hour window. For me, I will usually just stop eating probably anywhere around like 9-10 p.m. most nights, and then I usually will try my best not to eat anything until about like 11-12. Sometimes I can even go till like 1 o'clock. That's only if I have not gone to the gym in the morning. Some days I will like push it to 1 o'clock, but I kind of just like feel it out, whatever I can like do, however long I can go for. Obviously the longer you go, the better the benefits. For me personally, what I have noticed when I am intermittent fasting, my digestion is 100 times better the longer that I wait and let it just like process and digest without any other food or anything in there. It kind of like resets your digestion altogether, and that's why I love it. It works great for me. I have been doing it like on and off probably like the last year, but this past month I have really stuck to it, besides like going to North Carolina. We already talked about that, but I have really stuck with it, and I have just honestly felt so good every time when I wake up in the morning. And I'm usually not even hungry when I wake up. I will just have my lemon water, and then some days I don't actually have my caffeine until later in the day. That's just like a personal thing. I sometimes will wait until I like really feel like I need that caffeine kick. But basically, to break it down, when you are intermittent fasting, if you are gonna have lemon water in the morning, lemon or lime I think is okay. Like, you just don't want to have any like added sugars or anything into your water. Like, I don't think that most people do, but lemon water is like my go-to first thing in the morning. Second thing that is my go-to is, of course, some sort of caffeine, and that for me, for the most part, is usually just some black tea, because you're not supposed to have any sugar or milk or anything. And some mornings I do like having creamer in my coffee, so usually I will wait till I'm done intermittent fasting before I have like actual coffee with creamer. But black tea, I can just drink it plain, no sweetener, sugar, anything like that, literally just the plain black tea. So that is my go-to when I need a cup of caffeine. I also feel like it's way easier on my stomach than a cup of coffee. I personally enjoy really dark roast kind of coffee, so I feel like that's kind of hard on my stomach, especially if I do not have lemon water in the morning. The lemon water just kind of like wakes you up, gets your digestion like started, and then it coats your stomach, so you're not having just like black coffee or straight caffeine from like the tea or anything like first thing in your body. You're putting water in your body first, and that's really helping it out. So that is just my little spiel on intermittent fasting. I just do what works for me. I feel like just kind of trial and error. What works for me honestly might not work for a lot of people, but if you do your research and look into it and just kind of see how you can fit it into your lifestyle, if this is something that you wanted to do, just kind of cater it around your lifestyle. I feel like that's the only way to stick to like a certain routine. If it's so complicated and so difficult to fit into your lifestyle, you're not going to want to keep doing it. But what I've found with my choice with intermittent fasting and how I personally work with it, it just works really well with my lifestyle, and I feel really good throughout the day. I'm going to go ahead and finish this cup of tea. I feel like today's what I eat today actually worked out perfectly, because I think we're probably gonna end up going out to lunch with my mom a little bit later, probably around like 1 o'clock, which is usually the time that I will end up meeting up with her if I do go out. And then my dad asked us yesterday if we wanted to do salmon for dinner, so I'm really excited about that. I have not had salmon in a little while, so that'll be nice to show you guys kind of like how I usually eat salmon and like what I do. If you guys want me to do more of these kinds of videos, let me know, because I do switch up like my lunches and my dinners a lot. But as far as breakfast goes, I am like a creature of habit with that. I go through like phases, like long phases, where I'll either love eggs and toast or I will hate it and want something else. I'll go through like a smoothie phase. I have a ton of smoothies that I love to make when I do go through like those phases, and that's all I want in the morning. But right now I am on an eggs and toast kick. That has been my absolute favorite go-to, because I don't feel like really sluggish or gross after I eat it. I just feel really good and like ready for the day. But it's 11:23 right now. I'm gonna finish up this, and then I will catch up with you guys whenever I have my next meal. All right, so it is lunchtime, and I was supposed to meet up with my mom and brother for lunch, and then they ended up being like on the other side of town. So I just stopped at Chipotle. My go-to order for Chipotle is 2 of the crispy corn tacos, brown rice, black beans, steak, the corn salsa, the medium green salsa, a little bit of cheese, and a little bit of sour cream. And I think that's pretty much it. That's like my go-to whenever I get Chipotle. I just get 2 tacos. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of what it looks like before I eat everything. We've got all the taco goodness right in here. I'm so excited to eat these. Chipotle is definitely not the best when it comes to sodium, so anytime that I have Chipotle, I always make sure that I drink a crap ton of water. It's my little tip if you're gonna eat Chipotle often, just be aware of like the sodium and everything. Definitely drink a lot more water. But that is gonna be it for my lunch, and then I'll catch up with you guys next time I have a snack, or I'll see you guys at dinner. The aftermath, I think I scarfed those down in probably like 5 minutes. I was so hungry. I also forgot to get a water cup from them because I don't have any water in my car. I forgot to grab some water before I left my house this morning. So now my mouth is kind of on fire because the corn salsa and the green chile salsa is quite spicy together. Both of them together. It's a little I can't talk. It's a little spicy when you don't have some water. So I think I might go get myself some water and honestly maybe a coffee or a chai from Starbucks before I head home. Okay, so I picked up my brother from my mom's office. He just ran inside the gas station, so figured I could show you guys. I did end up getting my chai. I didn't get my normal go-to chai. I just got a grande iced chai with coconut milk, so we kept it pretty simple today. I'm actually pretty freaking stoked for dinner tonight. I haven't had salmon in like a month, more than a month, maybe like 2 months now. I'm pretty stoked. All right, that's it for now. I'll catch you guys.
You're gonna love me again, love me again. Yeah, I paid my dues to show you I'm not the same. It has cost me much, but I would do it again. So baby, come on, love me again, love me again.
Final meal before the gym. So we have some salmon, some roasted vegetables, a little bit of mashed potatoes, and then for my drink, we just have some sparkling mineral water. All right, well, my night kind of ended up taking a turn. I went to the gym and I just felt so nauseous, like so sick to my stomach. I came home, ended up getting sick. So that's fun. So I don't know if it was the Chipotle that I ate earlier or the fish that I had for dinner, but something just upset my stomach and I did not like it. So I'm going to be ending my video and my day off with some Gatorade. That is all I will be having tonight, and hopefully my stomach feels better tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these. I can definitely do more of all of the other kinds of foods that I eat. Just let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video.